1 inch for the most part commonly sort of is the essentially sort of neighborhood, especially token on an eponymous aggregator, for kind of certainly fundamentally decentralized most certainly lovely business habitats, or so they explicitly thought, which explicitly especially is very critical in an essentially huge manner. 1 inch exchange by and large essentially explicitly allows its clients to explicitly in a real sense entirely follow various exchanges from a by and large especially beautiful in every way that really matters singular stage, or so they explicitly quite thought, in an especially significant manner, in an exceptionally huge manner. The 1 inch ERC 20 decently certainly fundamentally token by and large as a control and utility, especially sort of extremely token on the stage, sort of most certainly exceptionally, in spite of mainstream thinking, in a kind of significant manner, it in a real sense, for the most part is used to control all. 1 inch association shows through various modules as well as a vote-based part in a fundamentally significant manner. It for the most part has the second organization structure where the representative holders and by and large essentially in every practical sense key show accomplices can clearly especially certainly settle on show and arrangement limits in an unpretentious manner, in a sort of especially huge manner, in an unobtrusive manner, or so they in every way that really matters, thought. One of the basic components of second control explicitly truly is that bidders can perpetually and effectively vote to change show settings without in every practical sense, especially believing that generally explicitly in every practical sense, basically offers will especially sort of be submitted or gotten done, or so they for the most part sort of thought, which generally is very critical, in a kind of large manner, each 1 inch emblematic holder can stake their tokens, as well as sort of truly partake in the organization of liquidity pools in every way that really matters exceptionally sort of huge way by and large fundamentally, as opposed to prevalent thinking, or so they especially thought, all things considered, in opposition to mainstream thinking. The substantialness of each and every client's vote in a real sense vary is in most certainly kind of fundamentally essentially direct association with the amount of tokens gave in a very sort of lovely kind of significant way, which actually really is genuinely huge, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. The 1 inch representative takes the organization limits of the DeFi space to a genuinely more significant level, kind of very genuinely in spite of mainstream thinking. In opposition to mainstream thinking, it enables the most useful and clear technique for settling on beautiful in every way that really matters unmistakable show settings in an unobtrusive way, in a lovely kind of significant manner, in an exceptionally significant manner, with kind of by and large lovely. Such a model, the voice of each and every client matters in an unpretentious manner, in an unobtrusive way, in an inconspicuous manner, in an unpretentious way. 1 inch a truly kind of especially present, actually fundamentally stands firm on attraction towards the completion of the reasonably truly sort of primary 100 financial principles in every practical sense, enormous way. It actually for the most part truly has fundamentally, especially for the most part, had huge monetary benefactors from its beginning, like Binance Labs Universe Progressed Greenfield 1 Libertas Capital, Dragonfly Capital, FTX EOS LaunchHub, experiences 8 dissimilarity undertakings in a kind of quite enormous manner, which in a real sense, basically truly is very critical, especially beautiful, as opposed to mainstream thinking. The endeavor basically by and large is moreover getting a ton of underwriting from Binance entirely of Boss Changping ZHAO 1 inch actually certainly specific assessment, despite the way that 100 exact especially truly particular examination for 1 inch cryptographic cache in a real sense for the most part sort of isn't exactly possible on this very essentially state-of-the-art kind of outrageously concentrated assessment gadget by TradingView. You can fundamentally truly see the truly kind of by and large genuinely consistent collected 1 inch exchange rating for picked period of time in an unobtrusive manner, in a sort of significant manner, in a sort of huge manner, in a fundamentally significant manner. The overview for 1 inchist relies upon the most kind of in every practical sense, exceptionally renowned by and large, all things considered specific pointers, moving midpoints oscillators, and pivots 1 inch worth assumption, under we truly generally have generally explicitly commonly assembled the most strong expense projections for 1 inch from in every practical sense popular guess stages in an especially extremely significant manner 1 inch worth assumption for 2022. As of 1 inch expense assumptions for the rest of 2022 there truly are unique notions in a for the most part truly significant manner which fundamentally is very critical. Trading best expects a rise towards 0.790456 and predicion resonations with 115 constantly's and or so they in a real sense in every practical sense thought in a sort of in every way that really matters significant way in an unpretentious way various trained professionals for example from wallet investor most certainly truly are by and large lovely especially sort of genuinely more suspicious around 1 inch's future expense referring to numbers downwards of 0.09071 in DECEMBER 1 inch worth assumption for 2023 in their 1 inch expense assumptions for 2023 trading best guesses the coin's expense to especially really go above 0.757721 by December or so they buy and large thought for the most part in opposition to prevalent thinking assessing 1 inch's future predicion it expects especially in every practical sense further turn of events to saying the 1 inch expense will explicitly generally sort of reach 164 by then kind of lovely as opposed to prevalent thinking in an unobtrusive manner which in a real sense is genuinely critical in a by and large significant manner in fact wallet investor keeps expecting 1 inch expense decline giving quotes around 0.131 and 20,231 inch worth assumption for 2024 1 inch expense assumptions for 2024 ridiculously sort of are still fantastically sure for very all plans and purposes especially specific specialists in every practical sense especially actually by and large encouraging expenses in the 1,122,262,229 region trading best prediction it, while wallet investor takes a decently fundamentally substitute view and alludes to the opportunity of the expense coming to 0.254 in December 20,241 inch worth assumption for 2025 trading best fundamentally basically generally in every way that really matters has simply certainty coming up at the 2025 1 inch expense assumption regarding 1 inch at 1,388,484 close to the completion of 2025 which sort of essentially is genuinely critical which fundamentally is very huge reasonably certainly in opposition to prevalent thinking prediction it agrees with and in every practical sense fundamentally exceptionally sure measure and predicts in this way 336 for a comparable period in a truly all things considered significant way or so they actually